Hello, everybody. It's Jason.
Hey, it's Marnie.
I got a new background today.
I see. Inspiring sort of our Easter holiday, right?
We are going into an Easter holiday, and I wasn't going to do a background today, but then I thought, you know what? I need to remind ourselves that things need to shift, don't they?
Hmm.
We need to look at today and tomorrow and stop thinking about. We've been talking about that for a long time. So,
We have, so we started this week, if you can remember, like it kind of goes so quickly and it's a short week, which I think I was confused about when we started on Monday,
yeah.
really realizing where we are in the calendar. But we started our week with that activity or analogy between the rock and the sand. Do you remember that, Jason?
Yep. Yeah. I had the rock.
Yeah, you had the rock and I had the sand, and we talked about control, right? Sort of how the rock represented the things that we couldn't control, couldn't change. And then we talked about the sand as being more fluid and able to transform itself, or to able to be in control of the things in our life that we can change, like how we think about things, what we say, what we do. And we looked at that. And initially, what I thought was really interesting when we had looked at that analogy is the rock, as you had stated before, had always been really a tool of grounding, right? That you
Yeah.
would use that as a really positive way to connect to the here and now, to the moment. And in the analogy we did, we were talking about the rock being like, unable to change the things we can't control. And I remember you had said, well, should I just kind of put my rock down or throw my rock away? And I had said to you, please don't, because we want to see how we can use that rock again, as that grounding tool, to transform it into something that will actually be a powerful way that we can cope as we're moving forward in these really uncertain times, unsettling times. And so I had mentioned the word gratitude. I really love gratitude, and I use gratitude a lot with the students that I support in my schools, even with my own kids and myself, as a way of sort of refocusing. And so gratitude is simply, the way I define it, is it's another one of our feelings. We have many complex feelings,
Yeah.
but I see gratitude as a feeling of thankfulness specifically. And it really actually has a significant and very powerful healing effect. Have you heard that, Jason?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's quite remarkable when you look at the science behind it, right? How it actually can
Mhm.
change your change your brain, the way your brain works, right? And actually physically change
It,
your brain.
it really does. Like gratitude actually is responsible for releasing crucial neurotransmitters, which is dopamine and serotonin. And these neurotransmitters are responsible for mood and emotion.
Yep.
And so it actually has like a physiological effect on our body and our brain. And if we focus on gratitude, it has a transforming effect on relationships, on our physical, emotional health, um, our emotional awareness. It can actually even, I think science says, reduce physical and emotional pain. Like that's pretty powerful when you think of something just gratitude, right? And so I think gratitude and focusing on that feeling of thankfulness, it can actually train our brain to attend to the positive emotions, as opposed to how we can become sometimes focused or spiraled in that kind of negative anxiety cycle. So if we can actually train our brains to focus our thoughts on a feeling of thankfulness, it can have like a significant shift in how we feel. And I think right now, given there's so much uncertainty and so much unknown, if we can focus on the here and now and really think about what makes us feel thankful, I think that could be tremendously powerful for all of us as a way to cope.
You know what, and what a great topic for us today as we, you know, as my sign says, Happy Easter. Happy,
Mhm.
a different way of greeting people that we haven't done in the last couple of weeks. And
That's
as
right.
we look at shifting into, you know, a holiday or a celebration, you know, whatever way you celebrate that, it's going to be different this year. And maybe putting that spin on gratitude on top of that might be a good way for us to sort of think about where we are right now, where we've been, and kind of where we are right now, and sort of like ground ourselves in something more positive. That's a
I
great.
agree. I think that focusing on gratitude could almost be kind of like that natural stress detoxifier, I guess, if you will, of our thinking, and shifting our thinking into things that bring us joy, right? Or a feeling of safety and security because we are thankful. And I think despite there's lots of uncertainty and lots of really stressful things happening, if we can all look and focus on something that we're thankful for, whatever that might be, and sometimes initially it might be difficult for people to find that, but I think we can find that in sometimes even the simplest things.
Mm.
But it's, you know, the people we might be grateful for, the pets we might be grateful for, the sun, you know, coming out to shine. Maybe it's the smell of morning coffee. Maybe it's, you know, the sound of the birds that I'm hearing in the morning as well. It's finding those things that make you thankful. And so the stone, I did go out this morning and dig in the snow, which I'll tell you had a really powerful effect, putting my hand into the snow.
No kidding.
Like it was, you know, I was grateful for the feeling of just being in nature, I guess, in the snow with my hand. But I found a stone, and so our thinking about this stone, just like you have yours, is to turn this stone, this thing that we squeezed on Monday and said we but change that stone into something that would represent gratitude. And so I got out my markers. Sharpie markers, I think, work best, but any kind of marker.
I'm going to paint.
Or it could be paint. Paint would be lovely, actually. And the activity would be to create or transform this stone into images of gratitude or feelings of thankfulness. So it could be colors, it could be shapes, it could be pictures, it could be a word, an inspirational word. Whatever that would mean to you. Maybe you don't want to do anything to your stone. Maybe it in of itself has its own natural beauty that you didn't need to put anything on. But whatever would inspire you to feel gratitude, we want you to make that stone into a gratitude stone. And that we're hoping that that could be something that you could hold on to that would help you to redirect your thinking if you're finding that you're kind of overwhelmed, stressed, anxious, worried. Oh, joy. See, that's beautiful. That's something very simple and very beautiful. And we would encourage you all to, you know, make that stone. And I think our challenge moving into the break, because we'll be away for a little bit, is that we want everyone to pause and to breathe and to appreciate the things that we have in our lives. And maybe every day, if we could challenge ourselves to start and end our day with gratitude, thinking about things that we're thankful for. Maybe it's writing them down. Maybe it's taking your stone in the morning, and before you do anything, it's actually focusing your thoughts on things that you're thankful for, and maybe ending your day the same way. Because I think right now a lot of adults are starting and ending their day with their news feeds, which
Yeah.
can actually really ramp up your feelings of stress.
So we could actually make lots of these stones and maybe every day give them to somebody too as a reminder of our gratitude for them, and teach them about how others can use that stone that we give them to think about positive things too, right?
Yeah, like, I mean, I guess right now we're physically distancing. So, I mean, I don't know how we're sharing the stones, but maybe we can figure out a way that, you know, maybe you're creating, sorry, I had like an aphid that flew by me. Creating
Apes
a,
are still alive.
you know, of just sharing, maybe it's virtually sharing your stone, taking a picture of
Yeah.
it, sending it to somebody right now. And maybe it's collecting them in your garden outside and almost creating like a gratitude stone garden or something, right, that you can go to, that you can reflect on the things that make you feel joyful and thankful. And I think that we really need, of all the things we can't control right now, and there are many things we can't, if we can harness this really powerful emotion, which is a feeling of thankfulness that can actually shift our thinking, shift the pathways in our brain, I think that's an enormous thing that we can control.
And ultimately that shifts our attitude, doesn't it?
It really does. It really does.
So then to end, I think I'd just like to say thank you to everybody who spends a little bit of time watching us and listening to us.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you to all the teachers out there who are working really hard at trying to support families and students.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to all the first responders, all the caregivers who are trying to keep things going. And thank you to all those, I don't know, delivery people, grocery store. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And I think we have to be thankful.
And our families, right? Our families
and our families
are really, you know, trying to do their best to do their part in their learning, in the physical distancing that we're all doing. I mean, we're all really in it together, truly.
Yeah, lots and lots of things to be thankful for, isn't it?
There's so many things to be thankful. I'm thankful for you, Jason. I'm thankful for our connection. I'm thankful for so many people as well. Our organization and just our entire community. Actually, I'm very proud to be Canadian, quite frankly, when you look at what our world, what our country is doing. So yeah.
Oh, Canada.
Mm-hmm. So
okay.
Wish you well. I hope everyone can, you know, take care and have some time of reflective gratitude, and we will be back once the break is over, and have some other things that we can revisit and continue to talk about.
That's awesome. Thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful, wonderful Easter holiday and a little bit of a break, and take care of yourselves and those people around you, and share a little gratitude with the world.
Excellent. Take care, everybody. See you soon.
Bye-bye.